Hi, I'm Amy. By now, you've watched John's presentation about Kamikanbai Station. I'd like to give you some hints of what to be aware of when making and giving your presentation. I'll use John's presentation as the example. Let's start.
Hello, this is Kamikanbai Station. It's my favorite station in Gunma. And today, we're going to take a tour of Kamikanbai Station, and we are going to see the past, present, and future of Gunma.
If you are placing text on top of an image, a good idea is to use a drop shadow, like John did over here. And take a look, he has his 3 sub-ideas too, just like we spoke about in our previous video called Presentation Structure Rule of 3.
So let's start with the past. Kamikanbai Station is on the Watarase Keikoku-sen, or Watarase train line. It runs from Kiryu all the way up to Tochigi in the mountains. It was made to bring copper down from the mountains from a place called Ashio Dozan, or Ashio Copper Mine.
Did you hear John using the Japanese and English name to describe the mine? This will help Japanese and English speakers understand what he is referring to.
If you look at Kamikanbai Station, it's easy to imagine the trains going up and down the mountain, bringing people and copper. Unfortunately, many people were harmed and many trees died because of Ashio Dozan.
If you have the same image on screen for a long time, it could get a little boring to look at. See how John uses icons and pictures with animation to make it a little more interesting for the listener.
But now, Ashio Dozan is a museum where we can learn about clean rivers and saving the earth and recycling.
Did you notice there are
Kamikanbai and
no
Ashio Dozan
paragraphs?
show
The
us
more
that we
text on
can
screen,
learn from
the
the
more it'll
mistakes of the
distract your
past.
listener from what you
But
are
now,
actually trying to
let's
say.
look at Kamikanbai Station right now. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Did you see the effect John used on the pictures? Let's take another look. There it is. It changes from grayscale to color to show the past and the present. What a good idea. Okay, let's get back to it.
It's so nice and clean. There's no trash. Kamikanbai Station is a Mujineki, or a unmanned station. And most Mujineki are old and dirty and scary places, but not Kamikanbai Station. It's bright and
Notice the subtle
friendly.
slide changes that
And
John
look at the
uses.
flowers. Aren't they beautiful?
John moved the picture on the screen and pauses for the listeners to take a look. This gives the listeners a moment to breathe.
There are plants and flowers at Kamikanbai Station all year round. And many people think that it is the people that work at Watarase train line who clean the station and plant these flowers. But no, it's the people who live around the station that clean it and keep it beautiful.
Okay, let's stop here. Can you see that John uses the color that matches the flower for the word present? This is called using accent colors. This will show that you've put a lot of effort into your presentation.
Like many places in Gunma today, Kamikanbai Station has a strong community to support it. And so now, let's look at the future by going inside the station. We're going to look around a little bit. What can you see? Did you see them?
Okay, let's stop here. John uses a panoramic photo and asks a question to get the listener's attention again.
Of course, the pictures. Aren't they cute? And this one of Kamikambai Station is very good. This sign tells us why these pictures are here. It says these works earned a prize at Kambai Elementary School contest, and so please enjoy them while you wait.
Remember, eye contact is very important. It creates a connection with you and your listeners.
But these are not new pictures. Sadly, Kambai Elementary School closed 7 years ago. And the children who made these works, they are now in high school. Some of them graduated and went to more exciting places. And there will never be any new pictures at Kamikambai Station. And that is the sad future of Gunma. Well, thank you for
Notice
coming on
how
this
John
tour
uses the
of
full
Kamikambai
picture
Station,
over their
where we
whole
saw
screen.
the past, present, and future of Gunma. I hope you can visit Kamikambai Station someday. Thank you very much.
Remember, say thank you and reference. List all the sources that you used for your presentation. Wow, John, that was a great presentation. You spoke very clearly and at a good speed. I enjoyed your use of color and the way you created movement by adding animation. My favorite part was when we looked around Kamikambai Station at the art. It felt like I was really there. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. I hope this helps you create your very best presentation. See you around. Bye-bye.